Welcome back everyone to opening number 2 of Emerald Break. So if you watched the opening yesterday, you saw most of the set. You get most of the box, or the set in one box. At least from my opening experience, that's pretty much been the case. Obviously, you're not going to get every ultra rare, but you get most of the commons, uncommons. Usually you're still missing a handful of holos or so. But you still get the general idea of what's in the set. Notice that a lot of birds are in this set, and that's been something, or not even birds, but a lot of flying Pokemon. This is definitely a flying set, and I struggled a bit in the first video with all the different birds. The Talonflame versus Pidove, the Shedinja, Ninjask, Nincada combo, and I've got the box off camera right now trying to pull the wrapping off of it. The shrink wrap on these boxes are very tight, a little harder to get into, so just gotta finagle it a little bit. Beautiful. But this is so far a gorgeous, gorgeous set. Absolutely loving it. Got some fantastic, I think above average pulls in my first box, so a good way to kick off this 5-box opening. And as I said yesterday, I will be splitting this up over 2 weekends, just because I think that's when, weekends are when people come to relax, they want to look forward to something, and so I've been trying to keep the openings to the weekends exclusively, leaving the weeks for, TCBM videos, and I do need an update binder soon. And I didn't mention this in yesterday's video, but my website is down. Well, when I'm making this video, it's still down. It should be up very soon. There was an attempted hack on it, so we had to shut it down, back everything up, but it should be up very soon. But all my information is on there. Okay, so starting off with the first pack, Skarmory, Fletchinger, Natu, and Zapdos. And I love that they have the original 3 legendary birds in here, and the artwork I think is just spectacular. Very simple, very clean, and just beautiful. And my mystery card is a Banette, which I thought was a little creepy. There's something about his grin and the weird background that is just odd. Oh, and you're going to notice at various points, I'm probably going to be showing my wrists in the videos. I did get into a terrible case of poison, all those cuts are from thorns, where the poison, the doctor's not even sure what it is. It says it may even be poison sumac that I got into. This is actually all in the healing process on some really good meds right now. And yeah, so don't think, the cuts actually look horrible. That, and I work in a lab, so this is my glove line right here, so that really rubs and just irritates it. But I'm not a cutter. I'm a fairly happy person, recently engaged, so I'm not cutting myself, but just wanted to share, and I'm not in the contagious stage anymore, so if, any of my duplicates I'm selling or trading away will not be contaminated. Dustox, Ancient Straight Dustox. A Tailo. I always mix up Tailo and Swellow. I don't know. No, Swellow. God, I can never remember which comes first, Swellow or Tailo. Got the list up beside me. Tailo. Tailo is the first, evolves into Swellow. Don't know why I always mix those up. Silcoon, and this is the new stadium, Skyfield, that increases your bench up to 8, and right now that's getting a lot of talk with Mega Rayquaza right now, being able to, which does 30 times the number of your bench Pokemon. That's a max of 240, so we're definitely going to be seeing that as a deck come out. And my first mystery card that's a holo is Deoxys. I did pull that from the first box, but there are still a handful of holos that I have not pulled, and of course many, many ultra rares, so I'm still hoping for quite a few new cards from this box. And by the time we get to the 5th box, I'm probably going to be so sick of seeing all these birds that might be a little annoying. Spearow, Nincada, Xatu, and Talonflame. Yeah, Fletchinger, Talonflame. Oh, I wish my, I was about to say my boyfriend, my fiance was here. Gallade is, I'd probably say his favorite Pokemon. Oh, and my battery's about to die too, so not good. Let me sleeve this up. But oh, he's going to be so excited to see this pull. Not only is it Gallade, the Mega Gallade, but it is the full art. So only the second pack, and brief spoiler alert from the first box, so you can pause if you want to for a few seconds. Pulled a full art from my first box as well. So back-to-back full art pulls from these boxes. I am stoked right now, and this is just such a beautiful card. These are all first edition cards, so you know, really getting the collector's value. And I think right now I'm gonna change the battery real quick so that I don't risk opening up something else that's very epic like this and have the battery die right then. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so hold on. And we're back with a fresh battery. And actually, I'm going to shift this just a little bit more. Since I have 3 spare boxes in the background, it does make it a little lopsided. Although, hold on, let's fix this. This is the one that's already been opened, but at least it'll balance out the video a little bit. All right, and pack number 3. So, already hitting an ultra rare in just the second pack. And I really do wish that, you know, I was Japanese sometimes. They're, not only is their culture absolutely beautiful and fantastic and so much cooler than us, but their cards, I mean, they're much cheaper than ours. They look much better, and I really don't think you have, because they're so much cheaper, you don't have the issues with scaling and weighing packs that you do here in the US. Yes, I didn't say the names. This is the new lens. Oh, what's it called? Wide lens, I think. Yeah, wide lens. This is the one that lets you, it's a tool that lets you use weakness and resistance to the bench Pokemon. So, obviously you wouldn't want to use it for resistance, but try and hit for weakness too. And my mystery card is not anything particularly fantastic as far as rarity, but is a beautiful Articuno. And like I said, I think the legendary bird trio in here, they just did a... Actually, I don't think I pulled a Moltres yet. I'm assuming there's a Moltres. I mean, how could you have Articuno and Zapdos without one? Although, I think I'm just going to look that up real quick since I do have the list beside me. Oh, there is not a Moltres. How could they do that? How could they not have a Moltres but have Articuno and Zapdos? The only 2 fire Pokemon they have in here are Fletchinger and Talonflame. I don't think I have this card yet. I didn't pull this from the first box. Pelipper? Or maybe I did. Maybe there's 2 Pelippers. Not sure. Shuppet, Execute, which I think is one of my favorite artworks just because the Spearo's attacking them, trying to eat the eggs. Ancient Trait Articuno. And my mystery card is a Reshiram Holo. Did pull that from the first box. But like I said, we're going to be expecting a lot of duplicates. And I was actually thinking, since trying to do this maybe as sets come out, especially with Japanese cards. With English cards, I do like to keep play sets of Pokemon and trainers, just in case I need them. Ooh, Fearow. But if anyone is interested in, after 5 boxes, I should have spare sets of like the common uncommon sets. If anyone is interested in buying those or trading for them or something, let me know. And before I, you know, kind of put them all away, I can sort them out and try and work something out with you guys. The Latios Spirit Link. My mystery card. Oh! Another one I don't have. Wait, it's purple. Still Latios, right? There's no... Yeah, I don't think there's Latias in this set. I think they're all Latios. Yeah, so... I really hope that when they pulled these 5 boxes, they were all from the same case. Because if they're like anything in English... Oh, and I just love how it says it in English, too. The Sonic Ace, and then we'll get it in Japanese. I absolutely love when you get a case of something, and I've only opened up, I think, 1 case, and that was one of the plasma sets before. But when they seem to, and I don't know quite how they do it, because they do still insist that they're all random, but from 1 case, I was able to get a complete reverse set, all the ultra rares, I think, except for a couple of the gold cards, but really found that things did not overlap from box to box like you would typically see just by buying random boxes off of eBay. So really hoping these are all from the same case, and we'll be pulling lots of different things. Bagon, Executor, again getting his revenge there on those Spearow that picked on him when he was an egg. A Fletchling, and this is Winona, that lets you search for up to 3 colorless Pokemon from your deck. And I'm pretty sure I did not pull this one from my first box. And I just had this conversation with myself. It is Tailo evolves into Swellow. So this is Swellow, ancient trait card. Absolutely beautiful. And I think I point this out in every opening too. Just the Japanese cards, I like how they're not afraid to change things up. They went away from the gold border. We have silver borders now in Japanese. But and while I honestly like the yellow border more for standard cards, I will say that, on holos, it just makes everything look like platinum. Everything shines. Everything's just there and beautiful and pops at you. I think it'd be nice if they did the same with our holos. Silcoon, Dragonair, Wingull, and this is another cool card that we're not really hearing a lot about it being paired with anything in particular right now or coming up with the next set. Double Dragon Energy. But it's just a really cool concept that they're actually bringing specific energy for dragon Pokemon. And then, of course, so I mentioned this in the last one. You know, the Dragonite EX I was not a fan of because it kept on following me around. It was not very playable, was not very popular, not very valuable, and I was getting sick of pulling him in back-to-back consecutive openings. However, there are 2 Dragonites in this set, the one you just saw, and then there's a holo ancient trait Dragonite, and both are just, I love the artwork on them. They're absolutely beautiful, especially the ancient trait. And despite it annoying me from the EX version, it is still one of my favorites from the original 151. Dunsparce, Togepi, Electrode, and Gallade Spirit Link. Perfect to go with our beautiful full art Gallade. Sneak that back there. And my mystery card is an ancient trait Altaria. Some other things I mentioned in yesterday's video that I will repeat. I'm going to be planning on opening up 3 boxes this weekend. We'll do the other 2 next weekend. And then on Sunday, I believe I'm going to be finally ready to share my big project that's going to be coming up for the channel. Something I've been really working hard on and would be up sooner if my laptop hadn't died this week. But that announcement will be coming up very, very soon. Swablu, Tropius, and I don't think I've pulled this one yet. I've pulled there's another Altaria, but I don't think I've pulled this one. So I really like the artwork on this too. Togekiss, and my mystery card is a holo Absol. Alright, next pack. Oh, and I don't think I ever really showed the advertisement card. I don't know if anyone is interested in them as far as collecting. That's probably something I can just throw in as an extra with a trade or something like that. Shuppet, Dustox, Tailo, and this is the other new supporter to go with Winona, Wally. And, oh, I'm forgetting now what Wally does. Winona lets you search for the 3 colorless Pokemon, and Wally... Oh, it lets you search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, except for EXs, so no Megas, and you put it on. That counts as evolving your Pokemon, so it's kind of like Evo Soda, except that it does say that you can use this card during your first turn or on a Pokemon that was put into play. And we saw that with the Mega Rayquaza too, where its ancient trait ability, whatever you want to call it, its ancient trait thing, said that you can play it down on the first turn or the same turn it was played, but that still ends your turn. So we're seeing a few mechanics, which I don't know if they're healthy for the game or not. That just tells me there's more donks possible depending on what they print as far as being able to evolve on the first turn, or not even first turn. Well, I guess not really donks, but I don't know. I just feel like keeping things very simple for the first turn is good for the game so that you don't have just early losses. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And my mystery card is just a Swellow. And so it used to be in Japanese boxes that you would get just 3 ultra rares. So if you got a full art, it was going to be replacing the one of the regular ultra rares that you got. Someone posted on my channel one of the openings that they've actually changed it up now, where if you get a full art, that's in addition to your standard 3 EXs. So we did see that happen in the last box. We've only pulled 2 ultra rares so far, but we're only halfway through, so we still have plenty of time to pull. We know at least 1 more, possibly 2 more. And nice. And Pheasant, Ancient Trait, is my mystery card. I know, as far, I mean, there's tons of ultra rares that I haven't pulled yet, but as far as non-ultra rares, I have not yet pulled a Salamence, so not sure where that card is hiding, but hoping it'll come out soon. We've got a Dustox, Natu, Nincada, and a Zapdos. My mystery card is another Togekiss Holo. I say another, but the first one of this box. Ancient Trait card. And honestly, Togekiss, and Togetic was okay. Togekiss, I feel like it just tries too hard. I don't know. There's just something I don't like about it. I don't like how it seems like it's too, this may sound mean, fat to fly. The wings don't look right to me. It's got a face like Ditto. It's cute in some aspects, but in other aspects, I'm like, there's something about it I don't like. Skarmory, Dustox, Dratini, and another Ancient Trait Articuno. And my mystery card is the Ancient Trait Banette. And I'm not sure what's really going on with this Banette. He's like diving down from a tree or something, falling out of a tree, but he's still really happy about it. So a little odd artwork on that, but that's one of the things I do like about Pokemon cards, is that they don't just throw the Pokemon on there. They try and, put some detail. Even the Wurmple, you can see he's not just in grass. You can see a little house in the background. Just adds a little story, like you could tell a story almost with each card. Voltorb. I actually don't know if I've had a Voltorb yet. I've been pulling a lot of Electrode. Silcoon, and the Mailbox. It's Mailbox is Trainer's Post or something like that, and it lets you, oh, that's what it was. It lets you look at the top 4 cards of your deck and pull any trainer, like any one trainer that you find in there, and put it in your hand. There is our 3rd Ultra Rare, and I believe, if I recall correctly, this is my first duplicate. So yes, this will be available for sale or trade. Just a standard Latios, EX. Still a beautiful card, and considering this is the first duplicate Ultra Rare, I'm pretty happy. And we still have, let's see, like 4 or 5 more packs. So maybe we'll still get 1 more. I really don't know. The guy that posted, I experienced 4 Ultra Rares, and it's not unusual to have 4 ultra rares in a Japanese box. My understanding is it's just not standard. Usually you just have the 3 EXs, and if you have anything more than that, it's going to replace one of those EXs. And then every now and then you get a lucky box where you get 4. My mystery card is an Ancient Trait Altaria. But I can certainly hope that we get 1 more ultra rare from this box. I still haven't pulled a regular Gallade EX, still need that, or a regular Mega Gallade EX. We've got a Bagon, a Dunsparce, a Togetic, an Unpheasant, and my mystery card. This is the one I was talking about. This is one that, I mean, it almost looks like an ultra rare, like an EX, just because it's so, I don't know, it just, the artwork, and I was saying this in the last video, I like hand-drawn things just fine, but there's something about, like, this computer-generated art that it almost just, it really makes you just think that Pokemon is real and that it can just pop right out of the card and be your own little own big Dragonite just to follow you around. But that's just one card that just really makes you go, oh, that's such a nice card. Pidove, Togepi, Gligar, and we have Revive that is being reprinted. And I mentioned this in the last video, not quite sure if that's a great thing or not. Not a bad thing, but not really spectacular either. And we have back-to-back Dragonites. 2 more packs. Advertisement card. And I don't think I've pulled this one yet. Oh, one of those from Pidove. Pidove something and Tranquil, that's it, Tranquil. Pidove, Tranquil, and Pheasant. Wingull, Skarmory, wow, I told you there's a lot of flying Pokemon, all 4 birds. Actually, well, Gallade doesn't fly. Most cards in this set are, even if they're not just bird Pokemon, I mean, Dragonite has wings, he can fly. Here, the 5th flying bird, Talonflame. And honestly, that might have been a common in many of the other packs. That's just the first time I really noticed a pack full of birds. Electrode, that's another one that it does not have wings or can fly. And this is the last pack. So we've got Fletchinger, Ancient Trait Natu, Ancient Trait Dustox. Oh, what's this one called? Mega Turbo, I believe. And Mega Turbo, I'm really interested to see if this is going to see play, because it doesn't take a lot to power up Mega Rayquaza right now, just 3 colorless. You can do that with the DCE in 1. But this card does let you attach I think it's just a basic, energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon EX. Your Mega Pokemon EX. It has to be a Mega. Very interesting. I like how they limited it to Megas, but at the same time I kind of wish they put it out there for everything, but then that would just be Dark Patch, and Dark Patch was really, it just made Darkrai and Dark Dex a little overpowered for its time, so I kind of ran rapid, so I do like that they limited it just to Mega Pokemon. Ooh! I don't have this one yet. A Beautifly. I think that's a Beautifly. Hollow. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking it up real quick just to be sure. Yeah, it is a Beautifly. But I did not pull this in my first box. So even though it's not an ultra rare, it's a card that I didn't have yet. So great way to end the box. And now we'll just do a little recap showing all the hollows again that we pulled. I'm not going to show all the commons and uncommons, because if you're going to sit through all my booster pack or booster box openings of this series, you're going to see more commons and uncommons you probably want to see. So we'll just highlight the hollows. And then, of course, we have to highlight the EXs. So just 3 in this box. So I think when the guy was posting, 3 is still the standard. It's just unusual, but is possible to get a 4th. Latios EX, which is the spare that is available. Mega Latios EX. And this full art Mega Gallade, which my fiance is going to be so excited to see. So, awesome box. Again, I mean, except for a 4th Ultra Rare, which, you know, of course, always going to love a 4th Ultra Rare, this box really could not have been any better. Got lots of cards that I did not have yet, which, you know, it's not really a huge set, under 100 cards, so we're going to be expecting quite a few duplicates, so pretty excited that I got something different. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and we'll be opening up box number 3.